welcome. My name is Diana and this is Chair Fitness. It's our balance and mobility section today. Today is January 2nd, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me run through our class format and our needed supplies and we'll get started. So today, like always, we're going to use that chair of ours that's probably a dining room chair. We're using something without wheels, all right? We want that to be sturdy and we want it to have that supportive back. Today, our other supply is going to be our wall space, all right? So we want a little bit of wall space, particularly around shoulder height, and we want a wall that you can come to for a couple of stretches that we're gonna do, all right? As always, we want a nice big cup of water, a nice big water bottle close by so you can stay hydrated. Today, we're gonna start seated with our stretching and some of our mobility. We'll come up to stand and we'll continue with the lengthening of our tissues. And then we're gonna move into a warm up and then 2 different circuits that are gonna help us to continue to work on balance, strength, and mobility today, okay? So let's go ahead and take a seat to get started. I'm gonna have you come forward enough in your chair that your feet are firmly rooted right there into your floor or mat surface. You can rest your hands right there on your thighs. And we're gonna start with a seated cat-cow. So we wanna think spinal flexion and extension. And so we'll inhale and slide our hands forward, drop our chin to our chest and round our spine towards the backrest of that chair. And then we're gonna exhale, slide your hands back up your thighs, lift your chin, peel your elbows back and beyond your rib cage so that we're arching your back. Good, 4 more like that. Breathe in to round, drop your chin. Breathe out as you slide your hands back up your thighs, peel your elbows back, lift your chin. Big breath in. Big breath out. Here's our inhale. And our exhale. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Let's come to a tall spine. Next, we're going to work our neck posture and a neutral neck that also stretches the back of our neck. I'm going to turn sideways for you here so you can see better. And we're going to start by just drawing our chin down and then pulling our chin back and relaxing through our shoulders. We'll hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let your chin come forward and drift up. We'll exaggerate coming back into it, so tuck your chin down and then bring the back of your neck back as if you were trying to press your neck right into a wall surface. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reach your chin forward and up. It's almost like we're doing cat-cow again for just the neck, huh? Tucking and pulling back. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take 2 more, chin forward, and then tuck and lengthen the back of the neck. Press the shoulders down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, chin forward, and tuck and hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great work, friends. Let's spin back around the front. Hopefully you didn't shift into that position like I did. We're gonna take our figure 4. We're gonna do it a little bit differently today if you've been following along with this class. But let's rest our hand on ankle and knee. Lengthen through the spine as if there's like a puppeteer pulling your head straight up to the ceiling, right through the top of your head. And then right here at your hips, we're gonna hinge forward to get that glute stretch here in the right glute. Good, take a couple deep breaths. Maybe it feels good to actually find that lengthened back of the neck position. Awesome, and then straighten back up tall. Let's leave that leg crossed. Today we're gonna take that left hand outside of that right thigh, and we're gonna take our seated twist, staying in our figure 4. All right, don't hesitate to pull a little bit against that right thigh. as you lengthen up to the ceiling and twist to look over that right shoulder. Take a breath in. Deepen your twist a little bit on your exhale. And then go ahead and make your way back through the midline. Let's set that right leg down, cross the left side. Awesome. And then hand on ankle and knee, sit up tall. And then once again, right from the hips, let's hinge forward. Maybe that chin tuck feels supportive. And we're gonna brace and hold into that glute stretch on that left glute. Take a breath in. Soften a little bit more as you breathe out. Great work. Let's work our way up to a tall spine. All right, right hand outside of the left thigh here. Left hand back, lengthen to the ceiling, and let's twist to look over that left shoulder. Take a breath in. Twist a little further on your exhale. Great work, friends. Let's come back through the middle. You can release that leg down. And then I'm going to reposition myself again for this last stretch in the chair. We're going to scooch our hips back a little bit further. We're going to bring our hands right behind the nape of our neck, so right where your hairline meets your neck. And then we're going to peel our elbows open. This is a thoracic back bend, so we're going to back bend our upper back by peeling our elbows back first and then lifting our chin up to the ceiling. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Sit forward again, and maybe it would feel good to rest your arms in your lap. Let's take 2 more of those, all right? Hands back to the nape of your neck, and then we're gonna peel your elbows back and lift your chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come forward and release it. Amazing. Last one. Hands back. Slide back. Elbows back. Lift that chin. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Press up tall and release. All right. There's so much to do with the shoulders, and I hope that that kind of woke up how your upper back and neck are feeling today and support you as you move on through your day. Our next stretch is for our hamstrings. We're going to work 3 different facets of the hamstrings today. We're going to throw our right leg up on the chair. Let's use the support of that backrest to find our balance as we take that. And then let's softly bend that right knee, bring your right toes back towards your shin. And then we're going to hinge just like we did in our figure 4 earlier, right over that leg, taking this wonderful hamstring stretch through the back side of our legs, okay? I want you to be uncritical about the position that you perceive to be a deep stretch, and rather just feel and notice, oh, I'm feeling that. That feels good and supportive of where I'm at, and it doesn't need to look a certain way, okay? We just want it to feel a certain way. Go ahead and breathe in. Hinge a little further in that stretch on your exhale. And then we're gonna work our way up, and we're gonna twist towards that right leg, look over the right, and maybe you extend that right arm out to take a twist here. So you might feel that that shifted the stretch more towards the outer thigh of that right leg. Take a breath in. Twist a little further on your exhale, and then watch this. We're going to come back, place the right hand on your chair back. We're going to spin those left toes to point backward, and then we're going to open up. And here we're going to tuck our tailbone and activate your glutes so that we feel a stretch through the front side of the groin and across the front side and inner thigh of that right leg. Take a breath in. Maybe try tucking your tailbone, engaging those glutes a little more on your exhale. And then we'll work our way back to the midline and release that leg down. Great work. Let's go ahead and do that pattern on the other leg. So left leg up, soft bend in the knee, slightly bring those toes back towards your shin. Here's our hinge over that leg. Take your breathing and softening. Beautiful. Press yourself up tall. We're going to twist towards that leg. So we're going to come in here towards that left leg, twisting. Maybe you can open up and look over your shoulder. Beautiful. Come back through the midline. Here we go. We're gonna spin those right toes out. Once again, we're tucking the tailbone and we're activating the hips under and forward so that we can feel that stretch through the front of this left hip now. Take a breath in. Maybe tuck and deepen that stretch a little more on your exhale. Great work, friends. Use the support of that chair to bring that foot all the way back down. All right, we're gonna take a hip flexor high lunge next. So that's this muscular area that's low abdomen all the way down to the top of the kneecap, okay? And we're gonna step one foot forward, take the other foot back. I call it your staggered stance. And we're going to, right up here at the top, tuck our tailbone like we just did, and then bend our front knee so that we feel that stretch drive right into the back hip. All right, take a breath in, tuck your tailbone, maybe deepen that lunge a bit more on your exhale. Great breathing, friends. Let's come up. Go ahead and put the other leg in front. Find your staggered stance. All right, here's where we tuck our tailbone first, and then go ahead and dive that knee into that deeper bend. Breathe in. Breathe out, give it a little more attention. Great work. Let's press up and out. Next, let's keep working into those shoulders a little bit more today. So we're gonna take a rhomboid stretch. Let's open our arms. It's a big chest opener. Maybe you press your palms back beyond your shoulders. And then we're gonna hook one arm under the other and pull that arm actively across the chest to stretch the upper back and the back of that shoulder. Take a breath in. Pull that arm in a little bit tighter on your exhale. Great work, friends. Release your arms. We're gonna reach those arms open again. Take your other arm across. Hopefully you remember which one it was. Give it a little pull in and pull it across your body to get that great stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. Fantastic work, my friends. Release those arms down. Maybe it feels good to take a couple of shoulder shrug circles. And then now we're gonna use that wall space, okay? So this is our 3-point chest opener. We're gonna stretch the front side of the shoulder and pec. And we're gonna come to our wall. We're gonna take our right arm straight out from the shoulder position at 90 degrees. And then we're gonna rotate all the way down to the feet to face away from that shoulder, all right? It might feel good to you to drape your left hand behind your low back. Take a couple of deep breaths right here in this twist. Great work. Come back to face the wall. Go ahead and send that arm up, 45-degree angle. Bring the shoulder into the wall. And we're gonna twist and rotate and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Come back to face the wall. Same angle, but now downward. So 45 degrees down and twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great work, friends. Come back to face. Now we're gonna take that arm straight out, the left arm, on the second side. Find that 90-degree angle, and now we'll twist to face this way. Maybe you feel good to drape your right arm down your low back. Breathe in. Deepen that stretch more on the exhale. Come back to face. Send that arm up, 45 degrees. Turn and twist. Big breath in. Big breath out. Great work. Come back to face, arm down. And turn and twist. Inhale. And exhale. Great work, friends. Let's release that. You can grab yourself a sip of water here if you like. And we're going to move into a warm-up that's going to get our tissues prepped and ready for more of our balance and mobility. All right. So this first one is called a pelvic tilt, all right? And I'm going to show you 2 different variations depending on what support you'd like to use. The first variation I'm going to show you is just without supplies, and that's going to be our pelvic tilt, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna think about our pelvis as a bowl of soup, and we're gonna attempt to spill soup out the front of our bowl and then collect the front edge of our bowl and bring our soup back up into that neutral, regular position, okay? So you can try hands on hips, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send our tailbone out, and we're gonna let the front of our hips drop forward. You're gonna soften your abdomen, and the front of our bowl is spilling our soup here. And then we're gonna tuck our tailbone, and we're gonna bring that front lip of the bowl back up, and we're neutral, all right? And we've pulled the tailbone under and engaged our glutes, okay? We'll take 10 like that. Go ahead and tilt and spill the soup. You might feel some slight compression here in your low back. And then we're gonna scoop the other way, shorten the abdomen, and tuck the tailbone. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10, okay? And then when we're standing, and as we move through the rest of this class, I'm gonna cue you about where to be in that position of the pelvis as we go through our different exercises, okay? In most of your day, you're gonna be more towards that neutral soup bowl with the tailbone tucked and the supportive core than the other way, where the abdomen becomes slack and the tailbone sticks out, okay? Next, we're gonna move to our all fours position with palms on the chair, and we're gonna take our bird dog, which is gonna continue to wake up our core and our abdomen. So let's bring our palms just under our shoulders. We're gonna bring our feet back with our heels right under our hips, and we're gonna float our right leg up, push through the heel, and we're gonna reach our left arm forward, thumb points up. And then right here, I'm gonna have you think about your pelvic tilts from earlier, and we're gonna neutralize our soup bowl by shortening our abdomen. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Second side, float the leg up, tuck the tailbone, float that right arm up, thumb up, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest those limbs down. Let's go back to the first side. Right leg, left arm, tuck the tailbone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Second side, left leg, right arm. Shorten the abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Great work, friends. So we're gonna next move into a little bit of ankle mobility. I'm gonna show you a seated and a standing version of this exercise. This is for our anterior tibialis, and that's the front of our shin, front side of our shin. And I want us to think about this muscle being helpful when we're out and about or on a rocky trail, or we're even stepping over the curb at the grocery store. But we're gonna slide one foot about a foot forward from your wall, and the other foot is gonna be forward 2 feet from your wall. And with that foot that's further out, we're gonna go ahead and flex our toe up towards our shin, working the strength of the front of your shin with that lift. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work. Go ahead and switch the foot that's in front and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work. And then last, I wanted to show you that as if you were like working a sedentary work day, at your desk job and you wanted to be secretly working your ankle strength under the desk, we're gonna go ahead and try lifting both of your toes up towards your shin from that seated position, or extending one foot out and taking that motion, okay? You could be doing this exercise during a commercial break, when you're watching TV on the couch, or wherever you see that you can add it in to build a little bit more strength there in the front of your leg, okay? Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna move into 2 strength circuits. We're gonna run through them twice each. This first one, we're gonna begin with our 3-point leg raise. And you can use that chair for support. This is a balance exercise. We're gonna take our right leg forward to the side and then press it back behind, all right? If you feel like you can, go ahead and release the support of that chair and go ahead and move through this with maximum balance. Good, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. All right. You can move to the other side of your chair if you need the support of it, or you can step to the side like I did. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Great work, friends. All right, we're gonna go through it again. I want you to pay attention to your pelvic position, okay? So we're gonna go back to the right leg, and I want you to pay attention, or even try the 2 different positions of the pelvis and notice how that changes your balance. Notice how it changes the exercise itself, all right? And see if you can bring a little bit more core engagement through all 3 parts of the movement, and see how much more balanced you feel when you add that. Good. Last one on this side. Beautiful, friends. Go ahead and step or move around your chair, left side. Good. Tuck the tailbone, engage the abdomen. There's 2. And 3, 4, and 5. Great work. Next, we're going to take a seat on the chair. We're going to do hip flexion. So today's workout is really about getting the knee lift and the ankle lift, and that's going to help us in our mobility as we navigate stairs, parking lots, trails, gosh, all the different places we're gonna go on any given day. We're making our legs really strong and capable to handle all the different kinds of variety that we're gonna encounter, okay? So we're gonna sit about halfway forward on our chair, and we're gonna take hip flexion, okay? We're gonna try to work almost a straight leg. If that's a little much for you, I'm gonna have you try bending that knee a little bit more and taking that knee flexion, okay? Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Second side, send it out. 1, 2, or try that knee bend if you liked that. 3, 4, good. Pay attention to if one side felt a little bit harder than the other. 4, and that's usual. 3, 2, and 1. Just like we did with our earlier exercise, let's go ahead and work through our second set here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Great work, folks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Let's release and press up. And then our last exercise in this little bout is going to be a wall sit, which is going to build strength in our quadriceps. All right, I want you to position yourself close by that backrest of your chair by your wall. We're going to walk our feet forward. I want you to think thighs distance from the wall base. And then we're going to slowly slide down. I want you to find your comfort zone. Maybe you stay a little bit obtuse here in the angle, or maybe you feel comfortable to move all the way down to 90. And when we find this position, we're then going to tuck our tailbone and come into that active core engagement for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself up. Shake out your legs for a moment. And we're going to take a second round of that. So back to the wall, walk your feet forward. Make sure to have your support close by. We're going to slide down. Find your comfortable angle that challenges you a little bit. Tuck your tailbone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up. Great work. Shake out those legs. Grab a sip of water. You can lengthen the amount of time that you spend in that wall sit week over week to watch progression in the strength of your thighs. And from here, we're going to move into our final finisher, which is going to be our high or our modified plank, and then some hip rotations, and we're going to visit that pelvic tilt position again. All right, so with our forearm or our high plank, we're going to take either palms or elbows to your chair surface, and then we're going to come into that spilling soup lift, and then tuck the tailbone, and try this. Pull your elbows towards your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet in towards your hands. Great job. Place your palms down. We're going to float the right leg up. We're back in our all fours position like earlier. And we're going to come into that pelvis tuck. And we're going to open that right leg up. Point your toes all the way to the right. And then we're going to tuck our hip under and twist. And you should feel a big stretch through the left planted hamstring as you come into that rotation. Here's 2 and 3. Great work, friends. 4 and 5. Beautiful. Fly it back and release it down. Second side, float it up. Open on the inhale. Close on the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Fly it long. Release it down. We're going to step right back into either our high or our modified plank. Pull your wrists or your elbows towards your toes. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Walk those feet in. We're back to all fours. Let's start with the left leg. Float it up. Breathe in to open. Breathe out to tuck for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, friends. Release that foot down. Float the second leg up. Open on an inhale. Close on an exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release that foot down and press up tall. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that today's class supported your mobility, meaning that these exercises and these motions make you more capable to take on your activities of daily living, and that your upper body and your shoulders and your neck feel supported by the mobility that we began with. Of course, if you have any of those individualized questions about how to apply these to your daily lifestyle, about changes that you might make to make them more comfortable in your body, go ahead and send me that email. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward and have yourself a great day, and I will catch up with you soon in your next live or recorded class. Take care. Bye-bye.